all cream and I'm about to put makeup on. What is wrong with me, guys? Okay, so today is content day. I have this microphone plugged in and I like this little square light. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Anyways, I have this mic plugged in and I'm kind of nervous that it's not recording sound. The little bars on the side screen, like right here, are not moving. So let me just triple check because I'm scared. Okay, it's working, whatever. Wow, I'm shook. So anyways, today is content day. You guys really love the bougie on a budget hauls and I like knew that you guys would. I had a feeling that you guys would. So I went ahead and right before I moved out of my old apartment, did a whole Boohoo haul because they have the comfiest, coziest little loungewear pieces ever. And I'm still wrapped around COVID-19's quarantine style little finger. It's got me in a chokehold. And Boohoo has really cute oversized pieces. I'm an oversized girly as well that are super affordable. So I thought I'd do a little haul. And then I was like, why don't I just record myself getting ready and doing one of my almost damn near everyday makeup looks. So let's do that. I have had mentally the hardest few months. I want to say it's been about 6 months. I look back and I'm just astounded that time has flown this much. But I look back and I like read some of my old journal entries and I'm just like, God dang, like I have been going through a lot of changes and a lot of challenges that have shot me into isolation. This is what I do when stuff gets really difficult. I'm an isolator. I want to be alone. It's not necessarily good for me, but also the best healing stuff happens when I am alone and I can process my thoughts without any kind of distractions. And like the best outcomes have come from me being isolated, being alone, but there is a toxic side to it where I feel like it could go too long. Like a balance. I need balance. And if I'm not balancing, then yeah, it's bad. Okay, so I have been struggling with love and just like throughout my entire childhood, love was conditional. Like you earned love. Sometimes you didn't even get validated for certain things. Sometimes you weren't understood, but like love was earned and it was usually earned by being what someone else wanted you to be or doing what someone else wanted you to do or saying or speaking like or acting like that type of thing. That's how it was earned. So even with friendships, I have found myself just in this mindset where it's like, okay, like we butt heads on this, we don't get along. It is what it is, it's fine. Friends are seasons and some people aren't meant to be in your life forever and you're like this mindset, like, and I feel like this comes strictly from TikTok or just the internet, where it's you had a bad day and you snapped at me, well, that's just who you are and you're toxic. I don't really want you in my life type of thing. Instead of realizing like, I'm not allowing someone to be a human being. And I have been going through my own mental struggles for the past 6 months. So how isolating and lonely would it be if everyone that knew me saw me snapping out, me lashing out, me isolating, me not responding to texts, me whatever, and just be like, this is just who she is. She doesn't need to be in our lives. Like, it's just too much, like, or something, like, whatever, I don't know. You put something, right? And you just like, and that's how they saw me and they just ditched me. How utterly alone would I be? Instead of realizing like love, even in friendships, allows the other person to be human and understands whatever is happening in their life right now is just temporary and the way that they're acting out is just temporary. And also to be able to be accountable with this friend of yours and say like, hey, you just snapped at me. I'm gonna call it like it is. Like the Selena documentary. Can we talk about that? TikTok had me thinking that her best friend Raquel was like the devil, like the worst person ever, whatever. So I'm sitting down to watch it and there is absolutely nothing in the documentary that made me pause and be like, oh my God, F Raquel. Like I can't believe there's nothing in that documentary. I was a little like, well, what the freak, you guys? Are you serious, TikTok? It made me never want to trust anything that I hear on TikTok ever again because it was like, where are y'all getting this? The only thing, like, what was it? It was, Selena was like, do you think I'm complaining about my work? And she was like, no, like Raquel. And what did she say? She was just like saying like, you just seem tired. Like, I can tell that you're off and I'm calling you out for it. And like, that's normal. That's what love is. Like for me, I'm stubborn and don't like being told what to do, even if the other person is right and I'm being a stubborn right now. And I know this is a flaw about me, okay? Just one flaw. Anyways, I know this about myself. The type of friends that you want in your life are the ones who just accept that you have flaws. Like every human being has flaws and you love them anyway. Love never fails. Love doesn't quit. Love doesn't walk out. right? And if you can't love it, if it is like in fact too much for you, that's fine. There are other people that will fit your mold perfectly, but they won't be perfect. If you are with someone who never holds a mirror up to you and is like, hey, you're being a brat right now. I'm calling you like it is. What's going on with you? I don't think you're being happy right now. I think you are complaining. What's up with you? You've been off this entire week. You know, like confronting you in a healthy way. You are never gonna challenge yourself to change. You yourself are never gonna change. And so I have been constantly for the past 6 months in situations, not just like with Quincy, but with friends of mine where it feels like I'm being challenged to grow relational wise. It sounds like Quincy and I have been fighting for like 6 months, and that's literally not the case. It's not it at all. And it sounds like I've been miserable for 6 months, and that's not the case at all. There has been a lot of bad stuff that has just constantly been like hitting us both on the head constantly. And then on top of that, I am with someone who holds up a mirror sometimes when I am acting like a brat, or I'm being really stubborn, or I'm not listening because I'm only hearing what I want to hear, or something like that. And he's just like, what is going on here? And then also my best friend is going through her own thing right now, and we don't talk as much as we used to. So here I am like going through all this stuff. When I do isolate, I only want to talk to one person. That's my best friend. And then she's not really available. I've been like challenged trusting in God, and my hustle has been challenged, and my creativity has been challenged these past 6 months, and then just growth as a human being in general. I have always had people throughout my entire life just walk in and out of my life so easily. And it's made me think, like I stick with the saying, like there are people for seasons. And I actually still agree with that because that is true. Not everyone is meant to be in your life forever. But there are a few people who are meant to show you exactly what love is. And like the Bible says, love never fails. Love does not give up. And so I'm so used to just being like, oh, what it is, I'm not gonna fight for you, that I don't have that fight in me. It sounds bad, but it's not even like that because I don't even realize it. It's like it numbs me to it, and it makes me feel like that's normal. And what's not normal is just seeing a human being that is a good human being that like fills your cup, still has some flaws, still gets on your nerves, still bothers you, but at the end of the day, it's like you love this person just because y'all butt heads, or doesn't let you hide, doesn't let you beat yourself up, doesn't give up on you. Like friendship, boyfriend, brother, sister, like that's what love is. And that's what's normal. And if I want that, then I have to look at other people that way. And I'm not used to looking at other people that way because I'm so used to feeling like I'm temporary. Does that make sense? So everyone else has got to be temporary. Is this making sense? I don't even know how to explain this. My friend and I have been going through it. Not really. I've been going through it because she's been going through so many changes and is just super busy and literally, like in no exaggeration, has 0 time for me anymore. And while I'm sitting here going through it, the one person I want to talk to doesn't have time. So like I'm going to Colorado to see her in a week and a half. And at first I was kind of resentful, just a little bit, because I'm like, I don't even want to spend time with someone who doesn't have time for me. You know what I mean? I'm resentful right now. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, this is the perfect time to just be like, listen, bitch. I know you're going through it right now, but I miss you. Yes, I was resentful towards you, but like, this is our time to hang out. This is our time to fucking like catch up on the past few months that we haven't had. And I'm not gonna go there angry and mad and fight with her and pout that I'm there. I'm gonna go there and make the absolute most of it and pick up right where we left off. You know what I mean? I have got to tell you about this damn apartment complex. What? Before I move on, I've been challenged in my relationship with Quincy where he's my best friend and he's now like, why are you acting this way? And I'm over here like, oh my God, I didn't even realize that I didn't even realize, like I've never had anyone be like, why? I usually have people who just like get mad at me, hold it against me, like I don't know how to explain it, but don't let me grow. Don't give me the space to grow. And now I have someone who is challenging me. I look crazy right now, but they're challenging me and I'm over here like, okay, am I up for it? Do I actually want to change? Do I want to live the life that I know I deserve? Well, I'm gonna have to face this and grow, and it's been fucking tough. And then also, I have been challenged in like when shit gets really, really hard with girlfriends. I think that's just like a safety thing for me because I also have had toxic girlfriends who just don't like me and they bully me. You know, you've had those friends where they're like, why are you wearing that? Or like, you go out and take your pictures, like, please put your phone away, Alisha, you're always taking photos. Like, toxic girlfriends. And so to just protect my heart from that, I'm just like, oh, it's not working out between us? Okay, I'm not gonna fight for you. But my best friend that I have right now is not a seasoned chick. Like, she is my actual best friend. And she's the first best friend where it's like, I don't wanna give up on you. And normally, like, it's so much easier for me to be like, oh, it's not working out, cool, like, no worries. I literally don't even sweat about it, trust me. I'm too, like, much in La La Land to even, whatever. I'm just like, no worries, it's all good. But she's the first best friend where I'm like, no way. It's just challenging me to be the type of friend that I've never been able to be because of the toxic friendships I've had in the past. And it's another growth thing, and it's just like, ugh. Okay, I meant to say this. What it's taught me though is like, if we hold every single person that we meet to this impossible standard, and I'm all for having high standards, but when you hold them to this flawless standard, you are always gonna wind up alone. No one's ever gonna be good enough. And then if you're holding other people to that standard, honestly, deep down, and we all know this, therapy has taught me this, and then experience has taught me this, it's because you are holding yourself to this impossibly high standard, and you think that you will never be good enough for someone. I just felt like there's only so many more years that I can spend seeing myself as not good enough, and isolating myself and pushing people away, and not actually fighting for love. Anyways, I literally, like, I am not kidding, my therapist has gotten her absolute money's worth. I've gotten my money's worth, but like, my therapist could write a book about my freaking story, and it's been tough. And then also, like, the reason why I haven't really been going on the internet is because I haven't felt like it. The internet makes you feel, especially if you're an influencer, and in all senses and purposes, I am fun and funny and smart, but goofy, and I make people laugh, and for months now, I haven't felt like that. And the internet expects every influencer, and I feel like especially, or just me, to always be funny, to always be happy, to always be in a good mood, to always be super positive, and like, it doesn't allow me to be human. Anyways, that's why I've been MIA for the past few months. Oh my effing god, this apartment. The way I started it and left you guys hanging is sick. You can unfollow me. Oh, okay, you ready? This is just one of the things that has hit the fan. Along with the underlying like emotional challenges I've been facing for months, there has been surface level stuff like work, apartments, you've seen it. This is the final straw with the apartment though. This is like my final story with them. I swear to God, I hope so. I swear I'm manifesting it right now, I'm gonna cry. Okay, about a week before, okay, hold on. My lease is up today, actually, November 14th. Stop! This is the day that I'm supposed to be moving out of the apartment. But a week before the end of October, I walked into my apartment after just taking Finn downstairs to the little bark park. I'm not gone that long. I opened the door and thank God I have a hood on. It's like pouring down on my head and I was like, what the f? And you've seen it in the last video, my moving out vlog. There's water on the floor, the ceiling is leaking. I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. It's literally one thing got together with the apartment and I'm like, okay, Alisha, Hugh just lost his job. His income is not incoming. Like, there is none. We talked about me moving in before November so that I could split the month of November with him. I'm literally using the wrong brush for this whole thing because I also want to save money, and good for him because he's trying to save money. Hello. So I go downstairs to the manager of the apartment building that I live in. He is a new manager. The old manager I was super tight with. It was like right when I moved in and everything was great and I'm in a great mood, whatever. This new manager came the second time that black mold was found in the apartment and got the worst, crankiest Alisha. He did not get the best Alisha. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat. I was annoyed, fam. I was cranky. Like, it is what it is. I don't have attitude, okay? Maybe that's the second flaw that I have. There's not a lot though. So he got cranky Alisha, and then also they found out at that point, maybe even before, but I know for sure it was at that point that I am an influencer. And they found my social media, they found me talking about the black mold, and I have never announced, still haven't actually, where I live for my own safety. I'm not gonna go on the internet with almost 500,000 followers, be like, hey, this is where I live. Are you mental? So I don't know if he thought that's what I was going to do, or if I was like holding it, I don't know, but ultimately this guy, I was told, is petty. And then via some emails that I got from him, I could tell he just did not like me. And cool, that's fine, whatever. I'm not blaming you for all this damage in the building. It obviously is not your fault. It's whoever built the building's fault, and I know this. However, I am cranky right now for a good reason. So let me be cranky, you know what I mean? But I'm not a bitch. And he treated me like I was. So anyway, I know if I send this in an email, hey, can I move out before my lease is up? It's gonna sound bad. So I'm like, let me go face to face. Let me go down there face to face, have this conversation. I had a feeling that I should record it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna give this guy my full confidence, my full trust. I'm not gonna record the conversation. This is gonna be like a heart-to-heart type of thing where I'm like, hey, this would help me and I know that it would help you because my roof is leaking and I know that you guys need to do some repairs. So if I move out before the end of October, or as close to that as I possibly can, you know, will you not charge me rent for November and December? Now, let me own up to something because this is my fault. With the black mold situation in August, I'm filming. How did your interview go?
Good.
Come here. Come on. Look how good he looks. Let's zoom out. Do a spin. Yes, sir. Clean up nice, huh?
No.
Okay. Hey, oh. Yo. And then little. Oh, wait, no. They're going to think we're for real. Listen.
Oh, no. I put it on this
You
one.
did?
No, I wore it.
Oh, you did?
I wore it like that.
Did you get a different energy pretending like you were married?
I don't know. Maybe.
So he's like, should I wear this ring? And I was like, dude, yes, it's the holiday season. You should be like, I have a family at home. I need to buy my children presents.
You know I ain't scared to commit to no job.
Right.
Obviously.
Obviously.
You know it was like I can kind of read people. He was like trying to like size me up a little bit.
Oh.
Not like that way, but like, you know how you kind of want to intimidate the person.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Trying to see if I was legit. And so he was looking me in my eyes a lot. So I was looking at him in his eyes right back. Like, and then, you know how you could just do that jarring match? He looked away first.
Ah, hell yeah.
A couple times. Like, yeah. And then I hit him. He was like, so tell me a little bit about blah, blah, blah. And then he questioned me about kind of like my selling a little bit. So I hit him with a little stuff that I would do on a sales call. He was like, well, if this person came in the gym, what would you do?
Nice.
So I hit him with that. He liked that answer. He was like, oh, all right. But they lied. That job description said.
I'm real.
They lied. They said base pay plus commission. Base pay of $4,000 to $10,000 a month, and then commission.
Yeah.
For a director role.
That sounds great.
That was not what the fuck he told me.
What did he say?
He was like, this job is commission. There's a base, but you don't want the hourly. You want the commissions, majority commission. He was like, so would you be able to make that work? I'm like, make what work? Like,
right.
From the description, y'all said $4,000 to $10,000. So what are you telling me?
Right.
You telling me it's not $4,000 to $10,000?
Like, what do you think? What's the chances? Like, what is my monthly income gonna look like?
Right.
Okay. So what do you think?
He's like, fill out our application. Let me know by 6 p.m. And if you're down, we'll get you started.
Well, what do you want to do?
It's low key a terrible job.
Yeah.
But it's a job.
Okay, where did I leave off on this apartment story? It's so funny. I think it was when I was down. I was eye to eye with the manager, and I'm like, listen, if I move out by the end of October. Oh, okay, yeah. So it was completely my fault. With the black mold, like back in August, it was like, I never put this in writing, so this is my bad. I fully own up to this. But I did say, like, he wanted to move me into a smaller apartment while they got rid of the mold. And I was like, I hate moving, A. B, I do not want a smaller apartment. And C, I'm just gonna stay here in this apartment until my lease is up. Like, I'm not gonna go anywhere else, okay? That's what I said verbally. And so I didn't even like think about it. With everything else that's going on, I didn't even think about having to put in a 60-day notice and being like, I'm obviously not gonna renew my lease because to me it was obvious. However, legally should have put in the 60-day notice, and I know this. So my rent was gonna be charged in full for November and then December, and it was like expensive, you guys, like expensive. I wasn't even gonna be in there for the month of December. Like, they were still gonna charge me because I didn't do my 60-day notice. So I went down there in person, looked him in his eye, and I was like, if I'm gone, beloved, like, will you just promise not to charge me for rent? I'll be out of here. You guys won't have to worry about me, etc., etc. And he was like, yes, I'd love to work with you. And before I left the office, I was like, okay, so just to be clear, I'm gonna book the moving company and you're not gonna charge me for November and December. And he's like, no. I was like, okay, awesome, thank you so much. We had like this little mini heart-to-heart, you guys, like for real. Like, I opened up a little bit. I'm like, you're actually helping me a lot. I was like, I'm not gonna cry, but this helps me. So thank you so much for being understanding and working with me. I really appreciate you. Like, we shook hands. You guys, I move out. It was raining, it was cold, it was like 40 degrees. I'm freezing. It's just Quincy and me moving out, like the majority of all my stuff. It's just a lot, okay? Then the movers come, they move everything else out. They left some boxes, some liquids, whatever. Not a lot, but we're like, okay, well, you don't need this. I moved all the stuff, like it was all in a pile in my apartment, and I moved it all outside, like against the hallway where the trash is supposed to go. Everything's Gucci. We're about to like leave forever. I'm sad. I'm emotional. You guys know I cried way too much. Eyeliner, but I also like legit don't want to talk right now. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Hold on, I have to like get to a mirror. Okay, so Quincy's in this interview, and whoever is interviewing him was a little giggly. Shh. Maybe she's just really nice. I'm really nice, I get it. But if she starts giggling a little too hard, I'm gonna walk past that camera, baby. I'm just gonna be like, okay, anyways, I'm not gonna ruin his chances. So anyways, in the move out statement, it's like, we're gonna charge you, first of all, they do the absolute most on the move out statement. They want to charge you an arm and leg because they want you to clean the apartment. We get it. They're like, we're gonna charge you $100 per trash bag. So I was like, I'm not leaving a single trash bag in my apartment. I will not do it. I put it out in the hallway where it's supposed to go. Whatever. All the other boxes are like torn down and flat, like laying like this on the floor, okay? And I left them in a corner because I'm like, who doesn't need boxes? You're welcome. Apparently that was wrong. Not only are they charging me for the trash bags that are in the hallway, in this move out statement that he sends me, but they're charging me for the boxes that are not clearly stated as we're gonna charge you $100 for it. It says trash bags, not boxes. I'm just clarifying, fam. $100 per trash bag, $1,500. On top of that, it doesn't even come from the manager, it comes from some other chick, whatever. So that, I don't know why y'all needed to know that random fact, but that's the fact. It comes from someone else, and sure enough, lo and behold, you guessed it. The charges for November and December rent are on the final move out statement. And I was like, I remember this so specifically. I was sitting right next to Quincy, our desks are like right next to each other, and I just hang my head and I start to cry. They just fall out, like it's falling from my face. It's like drop, 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 drop. I'm just sitting here. And he's like, baby, what's wrong? And I show him the email. I don't even say anything. I just like turn my computer screen and let him read the email, and he was like, nah. I was like, I didn't get it in writing. I didn't record the conversation. Like, what can I do? You know, I trusted that this dude would keep his word, basically. And so Quincy actually helped me write the email. I'm really not good at this stuff. I'm just not. And he was like, you need to say something. And I was like, okay, fine. So I gave him this chance. I responded and I was like, listen, I confirmed with you that you weren't going to charge me rent. And he goes, no, we talked about utilities and electricity. And I said, I know damn well I would not have ever agreed to utilities and electricity, which is like, what, $100? First of all, you're lying. Because that's not what I've sat down in a meeting to talk with you about, is utilities and electricity to an apartment that I'm not even living in. Boy, bye. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that you're lying. And he's like, well, you didn't put in your 60-day notice, so you have to pay it. Basically, my move out, okay, hold on. My move out total charges, $6,500. Bawling. I was bawling. I can't afford that. This is another blow that I like can't even. I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. $6,500. And at the bottom of all of this dude's emails, he's like, if you need to set up a payment plan, email so-and-so and she'll take care of you. You can set up a payment plan, but your payments are due, basically. Cold-hearted, blunt. I was like, absolutely not. After everything that I've gone through with this apartment, absolutely not. So I went to the headquarters, which is here in Dallas. Big office building. I dressed up to the T, went with Q. We go up to the front desk. I'm like, hey, is the CEO here? She was like, she's not here. She's actually touring some of the apartments. And I was like, okay, when is she gonna be back in the office? She was like, Monday. And she's like, here's her email if you want to set up an appointment. So I emailed her and I was like, I kept it so short and so sweet because I wanted to do another face-to-face. Like, this is not a conversation that happens over email. This is a conversation where you look me in my eye. I didn't even turn this light back on, guys. I'm so sorry. And you hear me out as like a person, as a human being. This is my breaking point and you're about to witness it. So can we please work something out? That type of thing. But she emailed me back basically and was like, hey, what is this about? I'd like to help you if I can. And so I emailed, I was like, it's about my move out. And I called her back. Oh, the thing died. Is it okay without it? I feel like we're okay without it for now. Anyways, she has access to every email. And she's like, I read everything. Hold on, I can't. Why am I even trying to speak? She let me do my spiel, whatever. She heard me out. She didn't interrupt. It was really cool. Then I felt like I didn't even have to say anything because when I was done, she was like, I've already looked over the emails. We are not going to charge you for November and December. And I was like, I freaking love you. The thing is, I have good experiences with this apartment complex. It just takes that one person who has something going on in their lives, you guys. and they just, I don't know, don't have a humanity trigger. I don't really know what the deal is, or they take everything personally, so then they take it out on everyone else. I don't know. I don't know the story. But there's always that one person, and it could ultimately ruin your experience with this totally great company. And I feel like this person really was trying that. Maybe not intentionally, but they was trying, and it didn't work. Like, I would still live at the same, not the apartment building, not that one specifically, just because of the way that it was built is we're not doing that. But the company, I would still live with. So I need to fluff up my brows. I left my little drugstore soap brow thing in the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Okay, so my soap brows ran out. You guys know I had it for like 2 years. So I was at Target the other day. You ever go to Target to just like waste time? Like, you go through every aisle. I usually go through the beauty aisles, especially because there's a little mini Sephora in these Targets these days. It's lit. So I usually will just walk through the aisle with my AirPods in, and I'll spend like 45 minutes at Target just looking at shit. It's so stupid, but I found this, and it is from Revolution Makeup, which is actually my favorite. Oh, it's so dirty. I'm like over here panically, I'm wiping it, it's a panic thing. Revolution Makeup, this is actually my favorite drugstore brands. So dirty in here. It's because I put it under the faucet and I go like that and get it wet. Okay. It also comes with this little black brush that I tossed in the trash can at my first opportunity because it's actual trash. Do not use the brush that it comes with. Use a spoolie. Okay, handy dandy spoolie. And then it's exactly what you do with a soap brow. But this is the drugstore version, you guys, and it's great. It comes with a mirror. My little soap brow thing did not come with a mirror, I'm just saying. Like, as you can see, the paint is peeling right here, and it's getting inside the, you know, whatever. So it's not soap brow, but, you know, it's drugstore version, and it gets the job done. So I actually do recommend this. If you're gonna pay for the packaging, then you might as well go buy soap brow. If you want something drugstore, don't complain about the packaging. Pretty much done. Normally I would do my little nose highlight, and I'm not gonna put lashes on because I don't feel like it, but if I wanted to, I would. Ladies, if she wanted to, she would. Stupid. This is my normal go-to look. Hello, thank you for joining me. I'm off to shoot The Wizard, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. I'm kidding. I'm gonna go film my boo-hoo-ha. I need to charge everything though. The fact that this light just died mid-combo is so disrespectful. Yeah, so that is coming up. Thanks for joining me. Love you guys. Bless you, child. Okay. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.